Welcome, ladies, back to day 2 of our 5 days to endless leads from Facebook groups. So remember the analogy we talked about yesterday, which is finding the ponds that you're going to be able to fish in. Remember we talked about you can think of the other social media platforms as other ponds you're fishing in, Instagram, LinkedIn, but also when you're on Facebook, think of Facebook groups as ponds that you can fish in. But remember, we're fishing for friends. You're not going for the hardcore, sending cold messages left and right to all, sending them a friend request and then sending them a cold message. No, you're skipping a couple steps there. So we're just trying to find people that you have things in common with, commonalities, where, relationships might be able to be formed. They might be able to help you. You might be able to help them. So that is what you're looking for. Now, some of you might already have your Facebook group homes, right? Those groups that you love. You like to go visit. You're using it not just to visit for fun, but where you're utilizing it where you're meeting your peeps, right? Where you literally are you're increasing your friend list 25 plus a week. So you've got sort of that steady stream and you're set. Others might not be active in groups, or maybe there's some groups again that you've been enjoying personally, but you haven't actually taken that step to figure out actually how you can utilize it for leads, right? And again, we're defining leads as just a new person that you can build a potential relationship with. So yesterday I asked you to find 5 groups and asked to be part of the groups. So it takes a little bit of trial and error to find your groups, right? Your home, if you will. And find out once you get into the group, what are the group rules? I mean, some groups you can't do any promo post ever. You might be banned. Some you may be able to do it on certain days of the week or on a certain thread. For some groups, messaging members are completely off limits, right? So take a look through the description or sometimes in the pinned post to find that out. And then you're going to get a sense, is it an active group? Is it a group that other people are actually wanting to come into every single day and engage? Those are obviously the best. Do you like being there? You're just going to get a sense if it's a group you enjoy. You don't want it to just seem like a chore that's not going to be authentic at all. Is it a group that you enjoy being? And again, do you feel like you're surrounded by your peeps? People that you have common interests. So again, it's just going to be a little bit of trial and error, but you ultimately want to find groups. I'm going to say 3 to 5, but it doesn't need to be a magic number. I mean, you might be part of just a couple of groups, and it serves the purpose, meaning you're meeting so many people. You're getting to know them. You're getting friend requests from them. You're sending them friend requests. Or it might be that you're part of a larger number of groups, 5, 6. It's just I don't want you to feel like you've got to be spread too thin, and it's not necessarily that more is more, okay? So spend about 30 minutes a day. Now, this is where folks might go wrong, is that they are spending way too much time on Facebook. Like literally, some people are like, Claire, you must be on Facebook all the time. Like, no. Most of my posts are scheduled, and when I'm in there, I'm in there. Like, I am not, because people will be like, oh, did you see that post? Did you see it? I'm like, no, I didn't see it. I'm not just hanging out on Facebook, right? So it's about being more intentional about your time on Facebook or in groups. So you don't need to, every single time you get a notification, jump on into that group, right? That's not focus, and this business takes sort of focus and discipline. And so spending, let's just say about 30 minutes a day. And what would you do? Go visit those groups during that time. And so even if it's just once a day, yes, not with every single notification, just like once a day or every other day. And then you're just going to scroll through the newsfeed of that group and just engage. Are there recent posts that you can like, that you can comment, especially liking ones where it's maybe someone other than the leader, that is posting. So someone, again, that not that you can't become friends with the leader, I don't mean it like that, but are there people that are contributing and you liked what they contributed? So you're going to like, or even better, again, comment. So again, just see where you can engage and where you can even add your own valuable post. So when we're using this as a real relationship building strategy, if you can see how you can give in these groups versus just getting. Giving versus getting. Now, there are going to be groups where I give, and there's some groups that it's more of a group that I am able to just they allow promo posts and I do a promo post and I'm not super engaged in it, right? So do know that you might have groups like that as well, where it's just that group has a big following and they allow you to do certain things that would benefit your business. But then there's other groups where, again, they're your home base. You spend more time there, okay? And you're really giving versus getting. Do you have anything you can give away for free? So, and that's a big way to give, right? So let's say you are something you maybe even put together yourself, that you've put together your own Word document of your 5 favorite do-it-yourself recipes, for cleaning products. Even if it's not anything formal where people are opting in and giving an email list or, nothing like that, but where you even say, hey, I've got this free. I've got the, if you guys are looking for recipes, I put together some of my favorite recipes. I'm happy to share it. Just say me below or just let me know. Ways you can give value. And then what? They're saying me below. And then you're just messaging them this Word document that you put together. And it starts a dialogue. And just by you giving. So see about ways that you can get creative and put things together for free. Again, it doesn't need to be as formal as what you're doing right now, right? Of course, I'm giving my time for free, doing this 5-day challenge for free. But what did it do? It attracted people, right? People that I was able to message, people that maybe were actually going to start forming a real, friendship, a relationship, and maybe even be able to do business together. So that's always a great strategy, is ways that you can give. And again, just take advantage of what the group allows you to do and get it built in your calendar. So like I said, I know there's some groups that have got great exposure and we're allowed to do a promo post on a Friday, on a Saturday, on a Sunday. And I'll get that built into my calendar again, even if it's not a group that's like my home, if you will. But take advantage of it if they're allowing it. But even when they're allowing those promo posts, I'm not promoting my business. I'm not like, oh my God, great sale. I'm still giving something away of value somewhat. That's what attraction marketing is, right? It's where you're giving something so that people are coming to you and raising their hand and saying, hey, I'm interested in that. And then you can start a dialogue. Okay, so as you're a part of these groups, you want to become friends, right? So send friend requests to people who stand out to you through their posting or through the comments that they're making on other posts. So see who sort of stands out to you, as well as scrolling through the members list, which I'll show you in a minute. But remember that at a minimum, we want to be adding 25 plus friends a week, 100 plus a month. And again, remember, we're not just going for numbers. So it's not like you're just like friending, going through the list. It's not what it's about, because you don't want unengaged friends. That's not going to help you whatsoever. It's actually going to hurt you. So be a bit intentional, but you'll be amazed too how quickly you'll be able to get into the groove, and adding a net of 25 friends a week isn't going to be a big deal. So here's one group that I just went ahead and pulled up, 6 Steps to Instagram Success with Robin Smith. So go to your group, and then on the left-hand side here, you'll see members. You can click on members, and they actually have it sorted. I didn't go all the way to the top because it tells me, it said I had like 40 somewhat friends that are members of this group. But then you can see where they break it down to really helpful categories. Members with things in common, right? You can click on see more. So these are people that I'm not friends with yet that are in this group. So take a look. Is there any, take a look through the list. Is there anything you're like, oh my God, they do that? So do I. Oh my gosh, let me check out their page. Let me say, oh, we've got a commonality. Let me send a friend request. They have it broken down to people that are living in my, oops, sorry. I thought I could scroll down. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. So these are people that are part of this group that I'm not friends with yet. So what a great way. Hey, oh my God, I love Robin. And it looks like you're here in Raleigh as well. How awesome. And this is obviously a business one. So I say, hey, tell me a bit more. Tell me about your business. I'd love to learn more. All right. So the members list is so important. And again, I'm not saying be spammy. Don't go through the list and add friend, add friend, add friend. No, we're not just going for the numbers. So I want you to do an extra step though. When you send friend requests, send along a message. Don't just send a friend request. Send a message. Where'd you guys meet? What might you have in common? And end in a question. So the example I gave, I loved Golden Doodles, right? But to be honest, that's not a group that I gave it as an example, but I am not going to be in a group like that all day, you know, not all day, I'm sorry. That's not what we'd be encouraging, but it's not like a group that I want to go to all the time and like engage and like talk doodle stuff. That's not, but it was just an example. But let's just say that is your thing. You know, you could talk about doodles till the cows come home. Well, then that might be one of my home bases. And I might say, hey, Nancy, I saw your adorable dog, Max, in the North Carolina Doodles group. Oh my gosh, which breeder did you use? So I send a friend request, said where we met or what we have in common, and I ended in a question. I want to see if she even wants to talk. Or an example that I gave yesterday too is like in the Crunchy Mamas group. So, hey, Sarah, let's say it's someone that engaged. She shared a recipe on the group. I might engage there, but I also might send her a friend request and actually send a message. Hey, Sarah, thanks so much for sharing that awesome deodorant recipe in the Crunchy Mamas group. I can't wait to try it out. How long have you been making your own products? So that's really important, guys. Start a dialogue with your friend request. And not only the friend request that you're sending, but also I always send a friend request when a message when I'm receiving a friend request. I'm sorry, here I gave another example. What about a business group like the Yoga Pants CEO group, right? People like to talk about their business. Hey, Tara, we're both in the Yoga Pants CEO group. Isn't Claire wonderful? No, just kidding. Just joking. We're both in the Yoga Pants CEO group. It would be great to be connected here as well. How long have you been growing your network marketing business? I'd love to learn more. Now, again, do this for people that you're genuinely interested in having a conversation with, right? You're not copying and pasting that message and sending it to 50 members of the group. Remember, guys, just lead with your heart. Like, be authentic. Don't be spammy. Then when you accept friend requests, do the same. So I accept everyone. Some people might be like, oh, but it looks like they're in XYZ company. You know, they're a competitor of mine. They're probably just trying to sell. Guys, I accept everyone because maybe we can be friends. That's great that they're in a business that they love. Or you know what? Most network marketers switch businesses. Or, hey, for my business, hey, they have a life, right? So they might not feel well, right? Even if they're totally doing another business. So I accept everyone, except ones that look fake, or from men who we don't have any friends in common, or from people in my own company. I do not accept friend requests from people in my own company. You might be thinking, Claire, why? Well, when they send you a friend request and you decline it, first of all, they don't get notified like that you declined it, but they're still following you. So they're able to be a follower. So they're going to still see your post. So it's just that you're then not going to be seeing their post. And you want to use your Facebook friend list. You want to reserve it for, remember we talked about really engaged people that you can build relationships with, and that ultimately at some point maybe that they would be interested in your products or your service. So people that are in your own company, they're already using the products and they're in the business, right? So this is a message that I generally always send, but I'll tweak it if something is so obvious to me, right? But I say, hey there, thanks so much for your friend request. I'll gladly accept, smiley face. I'm not sure if we've had the chance to meet yet, but if not, it's so nice to meet you. Are you an entrepreneur as well? If so, would love to hear about what you do. That is what I send. So I'm going to encourage you to draft your own sort of template. Now I actually have this response saved, like on my phone. I have it saved on the notes on my computer, because I pretty much do copy and paste and just tweak it. Because when I accept friend requests, I don't accept them as they come in. I sit on down and I'll just go through all my friend requests, you know, every couple of days, once a week, and actually start dialogue. Okay. So start knowing your numbers, right? That's what we need to do, is start knowing our numbers. Because remember how you want to learn and teach how to move beyond your current network? So this is what we're trying to do. Your first magic number is 500. You want to get up to 500 Facebook friends. It's going to make a big difference. And then once you get up to 500, get up to 1,000, and then 2,000 of targeted engaged friends. Remember yesterday we talked about when you have 3,000 to 4,000 engaged friends, and a few thousand followers, you are never, ever, 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 ever going to run out of people to talk to. Never. You will never be able to use that excuse. And again, that might seem a ways off, but you're just going to build it brick by brick, 25 plus a week at a time. So don't stress about it. And again, slow down. No, you're not going to prospect them as soon as you become Facebook friends with them. You're not sending them a cold message. No, they don't even know, like, and trust you yet. And you're not even sure if they have an unmet need yet for your products or your business, unless in the rare case the opportunity comes up. And sometimes it might, right? Maybe I'm having a conversation with someone, maybe it was a new friend, and I, ask them, are you an entrepreneur as well? Would love to hear about your business. And what if they say, you know what? No, I'm not, but I'm actually always wanted to be one. I'm actually in the process of looking for a business now. Ding, ding, ding. Then I might say, oh my gosh, that's awesome. How exciting. Being an entrepreneur is amazing. How long have you been thinking about it? And they might tell me, I'll be like, listen, I don't know if I don't want this to be a bit forward. I know we just became Facebook friends, smiley face, but I have my own holistic health business that I absolutely love. You might want to take a peek. It may or may not be for you, and either way is okay. But if you're open to learning more, I can send over some super quick info. But if not, no worries at all. So it might actually come up, okay? And then you don't need to be like, oh, but wait, I can't message them. I mean, I should be Facebook friends with them for at least a month or two before I even think about prospecting. If the opportunity comes up, then to just go for it. I mean, that situation, it just came up. Again, we're going to talk about the how and the when to be prospecting these people that you're meeting from your Facebook groups. So please don't worry about that. All right, action step. Tell us your starting place right now. How many Facebook friends do you have at this very moment? Go ahead and post that in the comment below. Also include, draft your basic thanks for your friend request message and share it with us. So what might be that I gave you my example over here. Right, hey there, thanks so much for your Facebook friend request. So what might be your basic draft thanks for your friend request message? Love to go ahead and see that. All right, guys, we still have lots more stuff to cover, exciting stuff, and I will talk with you guys soon. Bye, y'all.